And Pat Daly swings it across. Spooner knocked away. Boone Jenner might have a chance. DeHaan joins him. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Jenner, DeHaan, Jenner scores! Short-handed overtime goal. Boone Jenner. Oshawa wins it. Unbelievable. The right shooter, Christian Thomas, takes the puck at center, skates it in on Passingham, winds up, stick handle, shoots and scores! Off the crossbar and in the net. It's 1-0 in the shootout for Oshawa. Ryan Ellis, the Windsor defenseman. Here he comes. Ellis skating in, the right shooter! Shoots, stopped by Bailey! The Oshawa Generals have done the unbelievable and knocked off the #1 team in Canada, 5-4 in a shootout.
No bigger star in the world right now than this man, Usain Bolt. Lemaitre in lane 5 wearing the white is the French record holder. There's Usain Bolt. So it's Bolt in 4, Lemaitre in 5, Powell in 6, Bailey in 7, and keep an eye on Johan Blake in lane number 3, another Jamaican who seems to be ready for the podium. Men's 100 meters, Usain Bolt, but Powell gets the better start. Here comes Usain Bolt. Blake trying to hang in. Usain Bolt, then Powell, then Blake at the line. 9.83 into a little bit of a headwind, and Usain Bolt shows that he is still the man to beat in world athletics.
Generals had a power play, a short one. It's over. Here they come again. Jenner walks and scores! Gives a beautiful pass to Jeff Hayes, and the Generals have a 4-0 lead. Here he comes, Kelvin DeHaan skating in with speed, shoots, scores! Right through the legs, Kelvin DeHaan gives the Generals the lead in the shootout. Here comes Bathgate for the Bulls, skating in. Deke, stopped by Michael Zador! The Oshawa Generals win in the shootout on Teddy Bear Toss Night. And McLean's still there. Now feeds it for Tavares at the side, trying to get it to Clutterbuck. Back behind. Tavares scores! Make it 3 for JT. The Generals have a 5-4 lead thanks to Johnny Be Good. And the Generals going to work now in the Durham Insurance Brokers power play. We're not quite 3 minutes into the first period. Oshawa has already killed off a penalty and gets its first chance. The Generals power play comes in ranked 17th in the OHL. Here comes Alain Berger, had it swept off of his stick. Following up is Christian Thomas. Windsor's penalty killing unit is ranked 8th in the OHL, just a shade above 82%. Just under the Generals in that category. Alain Berger has it. He'll feed it out to center for Boone Jenner. The rookie will flip it into the Windsor corner and chase after it. Mark Kundari getting back, though. Andrioff trying to keep it alive. And it's grabbed by the Spitfires. Will they get it out? Yes, they do, to center. Tony DeHart hustling back in his own zone. He'll get to it just ahead of the Windsor player, Scott Timmins. Here comes DeHart out to center for Oshawa. Across the Windsor blue line and into the corner. He centers it out front. It bounced almost on net. Now the Generals do take a poke at it. And Tony DeHart thinks about pinching, and instead he doesn't. Here's a breakaway for Taylor Hall, racing in, shoots, stopped by Zador. Michael Zador stops Taylor Hall in an early breakaway. He's still got the puck. Hall skates it all the way out to center and back into his own zone. Let's see how much of this penalty he chooses to kill off. Up ahead it goes for Kenny Ryan. He fires it. That hit the goalpost. Two great shorthanded chances for the Spits. The Generals dodge both bullets. And they dump it into the corner. Esposito and Stokes working in behind the Windsor net. Generals give up the puck there. They try to fight for it, and DeHaan keeps it in at the blue line. Sends it into the corner for Brown. Back to DeHaan. Swings it across for Jelski. He fires a shot that's 6 feet in the air. It goes into the corner. Generals trying to keep it alive. Now Brown swings it across for Jelski. Shot, stop, rebound, they jam away in front. Jelski again at the blue line. Blasts a shot, that just misses. Windsor penalty is over. And Jeff Hayes keeping it in the corner. Esposito is there. And the Spitfires trying to come up with it. A broken stick in the play. Kept in at the line by Jelski. And the Generals now have to regroup at center. Jelski will slam it in, and the Generals with 5 new players stepping on the ice. We're past the 5-minute mark of the first period. No score. Oshawa and Windsor, both teams have had early power plays. Austin Brassard, the first-round draft pick of the Spitfires, dumps it into the Oshawa zone. Brassard follows up again. 3 or 4 players battling in the Oshawa corner. Generals come up with it, and out it comes, and it's Connor Stokes racing up at center ice. He will dump it in. Stokes, Patches, and Padullo on the ice for Oshawa. Now Padullo works it free. Tried to center it, got a shot away. Padullo and Patches following up. Stokes now in the corner on the blue line for Wilson. Not a great play, and here comes maybe a 2-on-1 unless Tony DeHart can get back, and he does. Now to Stokes. Left wing pass too far for Padullo. This is an icing against the Generals with 14:01 remaining in the first period. And no score between the Generals and the Windsor Spitfires. Windsor comes in having picked up points in 11 straight games. However, even though they've won a couple in a row, before that they lost 2 out of 3. And they have not been unbeatable in this building this season. Have lost 3 times in this building. There's a long dump and a chance following up. Berger with a shot saved by Passingham. Andrioff keeping it alive in the Windsor zone, trying to kick the puck free along the boards. Berger comes in to help, and it's sent out to center ice. Nemus to the Oshawa blue line. This is an offside. No, it's not. It comes to center ice. Dunnick, the Windsor defenseman, slams it into the Oshawa zone. Squirts all the way back to the blue line. Shot on net, went through Zador and then just missed. It slipped past him and then went past the right post. And another shot goes wide of the Oshawa net. Austin Watson following up. Trying to jam it in from the side. Now Nemus on the blue line for Kunderi. Swings it across for Dunnick. His shot is blocked. Watson sends it in behind the net. Sulentrop after it. He'll get it around the boards. Generals to the line and to center ice. Andrioff. He has to slow down, though, and he couldn't make much of a play, and Boone Jenner will chase after it in the corner. Spitfires long pass to center. Great play by DeHaan to break it up. Dumped in now by Oshawa. And the Spitfires send it down the ice. This will be an icing call against Windsor with 12:46 remaining in the first period. The way they have our broadcast location here, there's a cameraman who's in the way, and so every time the puck goes in the corner in the Windsor zone, we can't see who has it. I'm going to climb up on top of the chair and see if we can get a better look. New buildings, always quirks to be worked out. Generals lose the puck in the Windsor zone. Here come the Spitfires to center, led by Justin Shugg. Stops, sends it cross ice, picked off by DeHaan, and he will skate it to center. Kelvin DeHaan flips it right on net. Passingham the save, and he holds on. Troy Passingham, interesting story. He didn't play in the OHL out of minor hockey. Ended up going to the Quebec Major Junior League for a couple of short stints. Played last year, Tier 2 for the Vaughan Vipers, and now is the number 1 goaltender for the reigning Memorial Cup champion Windsor Spitfires. Face-off is coming to his right in the Windsor zone. Brown, Hayes, and Thomas, the forward unit for the Generals. It's sent down the ice by the Spitfires, and they wave off the icing. DeHaan back in his own corner, leaves it there for Kyle Hope. He'll flip it ahead, but Generals just trying to get it out at this point. Now grabbed by Christian Thomas, and he will shovel it out to center, and it rolls into the Windsor zone. Hustling after it is Brown, and kept alive by the Generals for a moment, but now the Spitfires gain control. Shugg, nice little touch ahead for Ponick. Across the Oshawa line, poked away though by DeHart. He'll get it to Brown. He'll shovel it into the Windsor corner, and then Thomas will chase after it. Kept it at the blue line by DeHart. Spitfires gain control, and out they come to center. Scott Timmins leaves the way. The Florida draft pick rips a shot over top of the Oshawa net. Timmins again in the corner, centers it out front, comes back to the blue line. Bazot walks in, lets a shot go. Blocker saved by Zador. Shugg keeps it in for Windsor. Into the corner for Timmins. Trying to step around a couple of Generals, knocked away, and Oshawa gets it to center ice. Nick Esposito will dump it in, and he'll chase after it. 8 minutes gone by in the first period. No score, Oshawa and Windsor. Both teams had early power plays, neither could score.